This is a demo of our moving contracts. Let's begin. So here in the first field, we're going to need a foreman name with whoever is the foreman. Let's just say it was Taylor. All right, we can choose a company name from here. You say keep moving. Customer name. In this case, I can be the customer. All right, here you can choose a phone number. For example, just do a mock phone number. In case you skip a field, it'll let you know that this is required, so we don't miss anything. Simple pickup address. Let's just choose our address for now. Delivery address. Let's just use the same. Oh, it doesn't let us. Let's do this one. All the fields with the red asterisk, they are mandatory. We have a lot of optional fields. For example, additional stops. It's automatically none. If you'd like to insert one, you can just click for whichever it is. Is it for pickup or delivery? If not, just choose none. How many trucks the client has for today? Let's just say 1. 2 guys. Let's just use 4 guys. Okay. Here for the rate, you can always increase it. It stays always at 150. You can go lower than 150. Always pay attention, if the client pays cash or card. Let's just keep it at, 250 for now. Deposit, you can always go minus, that would be 50, plus, that would be 0. You can go up to 100. Just check the amount on file that you have for that deposit on that day. Let's just keep it at 50 for now. If the client wants to read this information, this is cost for services. This is for the actual estimate. We need to give client whatever you guys think the client, how many hours will they have for that day. So let's just keep it, 10 hours in this case. This sum, you cannot edit. It will be automatically provided. So if you change it to 5, it will be less. If you change it to 3, it will automatically calculate based on the rate for the move. So let's just say the move is going to take 10 hours in this case. Cool. Now we need 2 initials. One, that this is a non-binding estimate. Just say QQ, meaning the moving charges go per hour. Storage. Now we don't see this a lot, but just in case we do, sometimes we do have storage in vehicle overnight. So let's just say client wants 1 night and the rate per night is going to be $200. Once you click any of this, if this is a no storage, it will stay like this. If there is storage in vehicle, these 2 fields, days and the rate is mandatory. Once you do this, another signature will pop up that's also mandatory. So just in case you have these options, we can provide the clients with this option. Next is basic value protection. As you guys know, we don't sell insurance, so this is going to go as 60 cents per pound. This is where the client signs for the job to begin, okay? And this is where the foreman signs. You just say this is a foreman signature, very simple. Date, again, the time is in AM or PM. Let's just say you started at 9 AM. Always choose AM if that's an AM, and let's just say you finished at 6:45 PM. Once you click on it, it's gonna automatically calculate the time. So you just do the start and the stop will automatically calculate for you. These are also mandatory fields. However, you'll see that the breaks are not mandatory. Again, if you take, let's just say you took 45-minute break, it will automatically calculate it for you. You can also increase or decrease this. However, choose to go by the total minus the breaks if there are any. In this case, it's going to be 9 hours, correct? So 9:45 minus 45 minutes, 9 hour. Again, the subtotal will be calculated automatically. This subtotal has nothing to do with this subtotal. This is just an estimate for the client. This is the actual sum. Plus, let's move on the packing materials. So for example, if you sold any packing, let's just say you have sold small boxes, 5, and they all cost $5 each. Again, you just fill in how many boxes and the rate for the box. It will automatically calculate for you. You don't have to worry about that. Then you have 10 large boxes at $7 per box. Let's just say you sold some wrapping paper, one bundle at $30. And client wanted to buy some cardboard sheets. You sold 30 at $5. That will automatically calculate for you. Again, moving, packing, storage, and other charges and discounts. Here you can put items such as you can ask the client if they want a tip. For example, let's just say $200 in tips. There was a ferry fee, just as an example, of $150. You went to the islands. And there was a heavy item, and that's been paid $150. Okay, just fill in those spots. Don't worry about the calculations again. Well, let's just say the client wanted, or they had a discount, or you can just say, in this case, 5% off. I can add the option to calculate the 5% off if you guys want that, since this is the most common one, but let's just say 5% out of the subtotal to 2,200. That's gonna be, let's just say, $120. Now, these fields will automatically populate, so the storage overnight is gonna keep it as 200. That is $275 in packing. You don't, once you fill in those this fields, you don't have to worry about anything else. It will automatically drop in here. Other charges, 500. The client might look at this and say, why is that? So you can just say, well, you have $200 in tips, $150 in ferry, $150 in heavy items, and you can add more if you want to. The client has $120 in discounts. This was the 5% off provided. Now, this is the grand total for the client, $3,055. Again, this is all added up, all discounted. This is the final price the client is presented with. Again, this is a mandatory signature. So for example, the client signs here, they're happy with the service. One more important field would be remarks. This is strictly for the foreman. It says foreman input only. If there are any remarks on the job, you can just click yes. It's by default always no. Sometimes when you want to add something, and I'll explain in a minute what that is. So for example, yes. Here is a little pre-fill. You can, type in here. That's not, it's just a mock placeholder. You can type here anything, like the client has, pots and pans that they want us to transport, but we don't want to be liable for. You just say the text that we are not for flower pots. And the client can sign here. Also, if you click yes, this is gonna be mandatory. The remarks and the signature. Again, this is a client signature acknowledging that, they've been briefed that we're not responsible for flower pots if they break or anything like that. You can put here any remarks that, just anything that will release our liability. Again, you can choose to preview the bill in our legal format. It's kind of small. We can make it bigger here. Okay, So this is how the bill will look like. It's gonna have the storage. It's gonna have the hours, the start time, the breaks, the stop time, total hours, how much is the rate per hour, all the charges, all the discounts, and the grand total, along with all the signatures needed. Now, if the client wants to read the terms and conditions, some people do want to read that. In order not to crowd your screen with it, it's hidden, but the client has an option. If they want, they can show this. Again, this is some useful information for you as a foreman to remember. A lot of people, they think they can pay whenever they want. The payment is due when the move is finished. In case there is a claim, they can file a claim later on, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, in written form, just for you to know this kind of information. Now, if you don't need it, you don't need it. Again, this is our digital contract. I've tried to simplify it as much as I could. We will meet. We will see what are your guys' suggestions. I'll take anything you guys want to tell me. I'll modify the best. A lot of things are changeable, colors, fonts, anything like that, totally doable. We can work on logic more if you have any suggestions, but this is our online contract. Thank you for watching this.